I would say that change your mind is literally for the entire population. Because what happens when we incarnate or reincarnate, however you want to look at that, is that all of us are subject to low frequency societal conditioning and brainwashing. Now, what that really means is the overwhelming, if not nearly all of our desires and intentions are not authentic. If you're enjoying the video and you want to go deeper with me, check out my meditation masterclass. It's unlike anything. It's pinned in the comments below. To who and what we really are, they're basically implanted into our mind. We don't realize it. And then that is what dictates our behaviors. So if we want to lead an authentic life, a life filled with joy, a life filled with success, whatever your definition of success is, the only way to really do that is to own your own. Because if you don't own your own mind, who does? Or what does? And the teachings in the most recent book, Change Your Mind, are literally the blueprint, step-by-step process to remove the limitation programs that are literally drilled into us the moment that we get here, and for every single individual to be able to lead the life that is the most joyous, the most successful, and the most authentic to them. But that is only through deprogramming the subconscious pattern egoic mind.
Speaking on the subconscious mind, how important is the subconscious mind and how big is the role that it plays into our daily lives?
Sean, it's the most important aspect because scientists today, I'm not a fan of scientists, but scientists today, what's turned into science, I should say, have determined quite accurately, because I get almost the same number, that 95% of reality creation comes from the subconscious mind. So if we all looked at that for a second, the overwhelming majority of our life is created by an aspect of our mind we have no conscious access to. Our thinking mind, at best, plays a minuscule or 5% role in the life that we create for ourselves. Now, this should give everyone great pause, because the gold, the treasure that has not been discovered, and now it has, is access to this massive reality creator, which is the subconscious mind. So it's incumbent upon all of us that we have to learn how to do this in a very easy and robust manner, which is what the book lays out, because without access to the 95% reality creator, we have very little ability or say in creating the life that we know that we're capable of and the life that we know that we truly desire.
Where do our desires come from? I always ponder this question, like, does our desires come from our mind? Does it come from our body? Or does it come from our soul, or better use of your word, sentience? Where do our desires truly come from?
What a brilliant question, Sean. They come from all of the above. Everything that you just said, they come from all of the above. Now, from my perspective, we want to live out and experience the fulfillment of the desires that are authentic to who and what we really are, our sentience, our I am. People use the word soul, but I think we have a much better definition of that word now. So we want to live out the desires that we set into motion before incarnation or before reincarnation. We call this a life plan. Now, if we're not aligned with our true self, then the desires that we're going to try to pursue all life will be the ones that have been programmed into us, and they're not authentic to us. Now, this is the reason why the overwhelming majority of humanity is completely and utterly dissatisfied with their life. They're unhappy, they're depressed, they have anxiety. It's because they're trying to be something and someone that they're not. And this is what I mean about the programmed mind. You're trying to live up to these beliefs, concepts, ideologies, brainwashing. Let's call it what it is, because that's exactly what it is. It's not authentic to you. So as we're pursuing these goals And even if we attain them, they feel empty. They feel meaningless. They're unsatisfying. It's because they're not born of you. So, Sean, they come from all of those things. Okay. When it's body mind, I call it body consciousness. Those desires are born of body consciousness. And when it's the real you, the I am, those desires are of the true self or the real self. And that's when we're truly passionate, we're purposeful, joyous, and we feel fulfilled just by the process, not necessarily the fulfillment of the goal, but just by following our own path that is authentic to us, that is authentic to the I am, to the soul, if you want to use that word. That's a life worth leading from my perspective. But if we don't take that back through our own alignment and through the deprogramming, then all of us know what this is like. We're going to lead a life that's empty, meaningless, has no purpose, and we end up either severely depressed or full of anxiety as to not living up to these things that have been programmed into us.
What are some of those programs or brainwashing that you believe most people deal with or suffer from, and just in an everyday life basis? Like, is it the news? Is it the self-talk that they tell themselves? What are some of those beliefs, identities, attachments, programs that you see most people deal with that is incorrect or false or negative?
Good question, Sean. Okay, why don't we start with this basic fundamental understanding that we are a fractal of God, source, creator, whatever word you want to use. Okay, so when we talk about made in God's image, we are the sentience, this divine intelligence given energy to create. That's what God is. It's not some dude with a white beard. That's what God is, and that's what we are. Sentience given energy to create. We are immortal, unlimited creator beings, just like God. And that's what it means to be in God's image. Now, excuse me, what is the best way, the most efficient way to subjugate and control and limit an unlimited immortal creator being? Harsh inner criticism, self-talk. So what that means is we stop ourselves. So this is one of the most important things I want humanity to take away, is this understanding. The reason why we don't live the life that we know that we're capable of, that we truly desire, is because we stop ourselves. The self-talk, the voice in our head, is the matrix. It is the programming, however you want to say that. That's what that is. That's not you. And it's tangibly provable that it's not you because you're the awareness of this voice in your head that is constantly holding you back, that is constantly criticizing yourself, that is constantly telling you you're not good enough, constantly telling you you're not going to make it. This is the ultimate insidious and brilliant black magic spell that has been put over humanity for thousands of years. The only way to stop an immortal, unlimited creator is for each one of those individual, unlimited, immortal creators to stop themselves. That's the self-talk. And if Merlin the Great were here, he would say the self-talk in your head is the spell that you're putting over yourself. Because whatever conceptualized reality that we create for ourselves, Sean, the body has the tangible experience of that. And it is that simple. Reality is created based upon what you believe to be real and true. That's it. So if you're telling yourself some story, if you're spelling yourself into limitation, if you're spelling yourself into the authenticity of these limitations, they will absolutely be real and true for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Now, if you are desirous of more of the real you, and less of your conditioned, agitated mind, if you know that you can create a life that you're not leading right now, but you know you can, check out my meditation masterclass. It's pinned in the comments below.